Welcome everybody to the final game you're going to be seeing here on the DreamHack Pro Circuit Valencia B stream. My name is Stumpy and I've been having a fantastic time leading you guys through all of these games, and I'm joined by the fantastic Doomsy. Doomsy, you excited for this final game?
Yeah, it's been good. We've had a good weekend so far, but this final game, we've got the one and only Mout gang.
Yeah, we do. We're
getting a little bit excited.
So last night when I went to bed, I woke up in a fever around sort of 4, 5 in the morning, and normally if I sort of wake up and have like a terrifying dream, I normally sort of write it down just to sort of see what was going on, just so I can maybe find some links between the two. So I've got my notepad from the night, I just sort of see what it was, and I can't remember writing it, but it must have been a pretty fantastic dream, because I reckon we're going to see Mout Gang make their way through to day 3. Would you dare disagree with the masses?
Oh, that's a strong prediction there. Beating out Complexity. But you know what? I might agree with you there, Stumpy. I think we're going to see a Mout Gang special today. And I'm very excited to see how this game plays out.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is going to be a fantastic game, regardless of this Complexity having a fantastic journey here just to get into day 2. They're such a strong team. They've just worked their way up into the RLCS, and now they are going to be facing the greatest challenge of their career. They are going to be facing Mout Gang. How do they end up dealing with that? We have a maximum of 5 games to find out who will have another chance to make it through into day 3.
So at the moment here, Complexity have come down from after their 3-0 loss to Triple Trouble. Of course, Cloud9 3-0 Triple Trouble, who also 3-0'd Mout Gang. So there's a lot of tipsy-turny tables going on over here, but I feel like this is going to be a very even battle of the Titans, so to speak. But I believe in the Mout Gang to really show us what they're made of.
And Mout here trying to push his way through this Complexity defense. Tachi, can he get the double? No, he can't. Instead, Flakes get a good clear. I mean, obviously we've spoken a lot about Mout Gang. We've already talked about Complexity a little bit here as well. We've not seen them yet on the B stream, so if anybody has been just chilling out on the B stream, you won't necessarily have seen these guys yet. This is obviously made up of Magnus, Greasy, and Flakes. They have had a fantastic time being a team together. Obviously recently got into the RLCS after going through that promotion tournament, and they fully deserve it. They've been taking down some massive teams. They've had a really tough journey, to be honest. Obviously getting to this point, Complexity being a huge team that they need to be impressing as well, and they have done just that. So Complexity, obviously a lot of fans for that brand as well.
Yeah, Complexity really improving lately. They're really showing that they're here to play for their RLCS qualification. Because there was some times where we were like, oh, Complexity, is it good? Is Greasy and Magnus playing well together? Is this a good thing? Oof. But they're showing that yes, keep working at it, and they can really show some good Rocket League.
Yeah, I mean, Flakes has been one of those players that a lot of people didn't necessarily see a lot of value in him as a threes player. He has been huge in the ones scene. He's done countless Johnny Boy show matches, and every which way he has won so many of them, but he's not yet won any major 3v3 tournaments. This is definitely something that he would love to be doing at DreamHack Valencia. This is both of these teams' final chance. So either Mout Gang or Complexity will be going out today. Chat, I would love to see you vote. Are we seeing Mout Gang survive, or are we seeing Complexity survive?
It's interesting you bring up the 1v1 plays from Flakes, because there seems to be a trend at the moment of 1v1 players coming in from the 1v1 scene, moving into 3v3s. And I mean, the current world champions, Vitality, all 3 of those players are fantastic 1v1 players. 2 of them being probably 2 of the best in the world. But if they move from 1v1 to 3v3 and develop their 3v3 play, they'll still have that 1v1 finesse under their belt. And we can see that in Flakes' play. He loves to dribble. He loves to control the ball. Sometimes even to a fault, but if his teammates understand what he's doing, it can work really well, it's great to see. But
that's the first goal we're going to be seeing in this best of 5. Complexity taking the lead. Flakes identifying that extra is going to be taking a really wide angle round the side, isn't able to get a good position for it. So if he can get the bottom left, which he does, Complexity will go 1-0 up. Now, I was looking at chat when I asked you guys to let me know who exactly it was that you were supporting here. I don't think I saw enough. So I think we're going to need to see a little bit more of that if people want to really show their support for the boys. More Complexity support if you want them to be winning. Flakes now out of his own half. Tries to link up with Greasy, who's low on boost, but can nab that 100 before moving around with the ball. But Extra on this left wall goes central.
Great speed.
Itachi's there. Can they get the double? No, they can't. And Extra actually gets in the way of Mout as well.
Yeah, that's a bit of a lack of communication there. Mout had such a good shot opportunity, but Extra just getting a little bit in the way of him. I think the communication, was a bit off. But we haven't seen too much of that from Mout Gang. So hopefully it's a little bit of a one-off for their sake.
Yeah, with 60 seconds left, Complexity are looking to be the stronger team. Mout Gang in both the games that we've seen them play, they've not been able to get many chances, and that was one that is saved by Flakes. That is what 1v1s get you. Being able to stay calm and collected, even in those really, really clutch moments. And Flakes is flexing that 1v1 skill whenever he can.
Yeah, it's just so good to see. I mean, like, you think 1v1s, you have to learn that 1v1 play, but to bring it into a 3v3 situation is so much more difficult because you've got, 2 extra players you've got to deal with. So that alone is an entirely different beast to tackle.
Can this be a 3-man passing play? Not quite, as Magnus will intercept on the shot. Itachi misses that boost and goes back to it. He might be going for this. No, Itachi's just shadowing. Mout then sends it long, but Magnus is easily able to make contact, send it to the corner, where Flakes is awaiting the pass. Now 10 seconds before Complexity take game at number 1. Can Mout Gang manage to get themselves a goal here? It's looking unlikely. Still in the air, anything can happen. Is he just going to lead this? No. That will be touchdown. Flakes can send it to the floor, and Complexity, they managed to take game at number 1. Flakes' goal, identifying the open net, is going to be the winning goal for this side.
Yeah, no, just a 1-goal difference game there, 1-0 to Complexity. That 1 goal they scored, it was a little bit of a confusion because when Extra was last man, he had 2 people to watch out for, and from his perspective, he's got 2 people coming in at 2 different angles so that they can be shot at either side of his post, and that gets so difficult when you're focusing on one player for the shot, but then another one comes out of your peripheral vision. You're not really focusing on him, and they get an open net. So a little bit difficult for Extra there, but his rotation a little bit too wide. But good play to have the double duo.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, it then means that if Flakes didn't necessarily see what was going on with that slightly open net, then Extra had nothing to worry about. It's the fact that Flakes is obviously just going to be like an eagle, just identifying when he can shoot, see if he can get any of these long shots. Obviously, we're talking a lot about Flakes, but Magnus and Greasy, they are 2 fantastic teammates. Greasy, former world champion, of course, back in Season 2, I believe, for Flipside Tactics. He ended up winning it alongside those guys. And then we've also got Magnus, previous Method roster way back in the day, where they were making the top 3 in the world repeatedly, over and over again. A lot of people counted both these guys out. In the end, it does seem to be like they are back in full swing when they have a teammate they're able to trust. That is a goal for the man, Magnus.
Yeah, Extra just wasn't quite back enough for Itachi to reach, and then Extra just getting faked out there a little bit by Greasy. But yeah, overall good play. We've got the ceiling bounces again. We'll have a little ceiling shot there. So bouncing back and forth. But yeah, great start from Complexity. That's exactly what they need. Just the first 10 seconds.
They're looking again to be very, very strong. I'm intrigued to see what it was that Mout Gang were doing on the other stream or in their previous games, because I don't know about you, but I've not. Now I'm going to get lambasted for this horribly, but I've not seen much special from them personally. They do just seem like, hey, I'm just saying it how it is. They do just seem like your standard pickup team.
What a save! Sorry, but what a save by Flakes there. Just coming out.
Oh, they can't catch a break.
Yeah, I mean, like, that's the Flakes 1v1 special, I guess.
Yeah.
Just coming in with the clutch goal line save. But yeah, I guess Mout Gang, I guess I would agree with you. I haven't seen anything too special coming out of them. They've been a little bit consistent. They've been a bit standard, not doing anything crazy, but at the same time not making any massive blunders that we've seen from some previous teams, such as Rogue and NRG, which we wouldn't expect from them.
Yeah, I mean, they just seem relatively stable. They're obviously a good team. But when you come up against a team like Complexity, or before, like literal, actual Cloud9, Flakes how on earth do you even start to read this? Where Greasy's popped it high, Magnussen sends it across, and then he's just there. And can send it top corner. He read the...
Well, that's the thing, right? Okay, so here's the thing. The first man, as second man, you just assume that everything's going to go right for you as an offense. And the third, because you have a third man there who's going to assume things go wrong. So, you know, Flakes probably didn't even know they were going to whiff. He's like, well, they probably got that. But just in case, I'll stay here in the middle in case something, you know, works out. And it did. And because of that, you're rewarded with a goal, but you're not making any risks because you've got a third man back. And a lot of teams just don't really do that much. And it's interesting to see why.
They definitely believe in the other teams a lot.
Sure.
Like, you really, like, they respect that they're going to be getting these shots. And Greasy is cementing the lead here for Complexity. Extra sends it above the net. Nobody's there to really save it. He tries to go for a squishy save, doesn't quite get it. Flakes actually tries to go for the sneakiest goal steal ever. But in the end, Complexity are 3-0 up with less than 2 minutes gone. Feel like the energy is somewhat draining from Mout Gang, making it obviously to this point. Remember, whoever loses this, they are out and donezo from the tournament. Whoever wins, they're still not in. They still need to be winning a game against either G2 or Barcelona.
It's G2. It is G2.
It is G2.
Barcelona 3-1 G2 earlier on, so the winner of this will be facing G2.
Gosh almighty, what an eSport Rocket League is. Okay, so whoever loses this, wins this, faces off against G2. Looking like that could be Mout Gang as Complexity extend their lead to 4 goals.
Yeah, there's been some whiffs that we've seen a couple of times. Tachi there missed the clear from the backboard as he was aerialing up, and we saw that before with him and Mout when they did the double commit on the previous goal. Something they need to sort out a bit there. Maybe they need to preemptively be on the backboard as opposed to trying to aerial to read a backboard, because it's so difficult to read the backboard bounce when you're already in the goal, you know. And if you do read it, you're not going to get the biggest clear in the world. So it's always good to probably start thinking about going on that backboard a lot more.
Oh, Flakes just dribbling around the entirety of Mout Gang. Mout is up with the Tachi. I like the idea of that though, sort of going for a pinch or something.
Yeah, intentional pinches that early on, you don't see too much. It's usually in the moment. Greasy though, almost getting that in. It's off the crossbar. And Mout Gang are still defending quite heavily. Finally get a clear out from Atashi. And we haven't really seen much of Mout Gang getting any pressure, as we're seeing immediately it's back in their half. And it's just been the entire Complexity show so far, getting most of the pressure throughout this entire match.
Yeah, Flakes is maintaining that pressure again. Greasy sending it in the middle. It's just asking these questions of, are you going to save this? Are you going to save this? Are you going to save this? And then just do it over and over again. Mout had an opportunity there. Unfortunately, couldn't get it in the back of the net. And 90 seconds is going to loom. Thought of Mout Gang now is we're going to have to reverse sweep frickin' Complexity. How do you even start to think about that?
Yeah, not easy. The first thing that Mout Gang needs to figure out is getting those proper backboard clears, because they're not getting anything out of it. You know, the moment they get some sort of touch, if they do get a save, it's just not really going to anyone. And the moment they get some pressure, it's just immediately lost because they're afraid to send the second man up there. But a great pass from Mout, and Tashi just couldn't quite get his nose on it. And those are the opportunities they need to be putting away. City.
Clean sweep looks like it's going to be on the cards here. Cheers for that there, Greasy, just flicking it back and forth. Yeah, cheers, pal. This is looking like it could be a clean sweep. Maybe a non-deserved one. At this point, we're just rooting for Mout Gang to get a goal against Complexity. And then we can move up from there. It's baby steps. So, Itachi, can you get the first step?
The bump
on this journey? No, Flakes able to defend extra. Why did you not just go for it?
It's
You literally might as well. You literally might as well lose by 5 goals. It doesn't matter.
It's one of those things where you think, oh, they're immediately going to clear it, so I'm 100% certain they're not going to hit it, but they don't go for it, and you're like, oh, okay, well, the time I've spent wasting, they're obviously going to get it now, and it just loops on in your mind over and over again, and you just literally look like a fool as you sit there waiting. But Mout, with a great goal, they get their first goal of this match. Flakes just clearing it out, not the greatest of clears, and Mout punishes him with a great shot, and Stumpy has lost his mind, he's lost his marbles. Someone try to find them. I don't know what's going on with Stumpy anymore. I think He's having a little moment. We'll let him have his moment. Maybe Mout Gang get 3 goals in 0 seconds. Who knows? Maybe they can break the balls.
Mout Gang, do it for the boys. Okay, they don't do it. Okay,
I'm shocked. They didn't get the 3 goals. What's going on, Mout Gang?
Unfortunate for them, but that is now 4-1 to Complexity in the end. Now we're looking down the barrel of reverse sweep if we are going to be supporting Mout Gang here. But if we're supporting Complexity, we're very, very happy with how this has gone thus far. Only 1 goal being the answer to the 4 just in that game. So, how confident are we? Chat seems confident that Mout Gang is able to get a game and set up for the reverse sweep here. I've seen a few comments saying that. How confident are you, Doomsy?
I'm very confident. I think Mout Gang is putting on the show. They're letting Complexity win those first 2 games because they feel like, you know what, we've got to put a good show for the viewers. And a reverse sweep is always great to watch. So Mout Gang, prepare. Mout Gang fans, prepare yourselves because they're about to put on a fantastic show.
Right, Mout Gang, they seem to have the public support. I've seen Ferrer as well on Twitter. He is like Mout Gang's biggest fan, by the way. He is spamming everything. He said yesterday he's lost his voice cheering for Mout Gang, and he's still competing, bear in mind. So that's probably not ideal, but he's obviously supporting the Frenchman over there. If you guys are supporting Mout Gang, get that going in chat. If you're supporting Complexity, get that going in chat. Unfortunately, Complexity will probably lose this because of the reverse sweep by Mout Gang. Here we go. This is the potential final game or the start of something absolutely mercurial from Mout Gang.
I really thought Flakes would go for a flip reset there. We haven't seen too many flip resets coming out, and they've been definitely put more in favour of a double touch, for sure, in most of this LAN event. Extra though, gets a little bit of a random aerial, doesn't quite get much, but then he manages to get a nice little touch and maintain pressure for Mout Gang.
Do they get a setup for the goal? No, Greasy manages to get in the way of Itachi's shot. Extra sends it into the middle. Mout keeps it high. And Itachi is there to get onto the other side. This is honestly a different side of Mout Gang that we've not seen yet, where they're properly attacking whenever they are able to. Now Flake's going to try and clear out of his half. Itachi gets it central. Somebody there to challenge. Yes, they are now. Flakes
1v1.
Can just get 1, but Mout is the superior
hero.
1v1 player and completely takes Flakes for a mug.
Yeah, I mean, Flakes there, I mean, when you're in a 1v1 situation versus Flakes, it's always super difficult, but Mout holding composure, a little bit of a kerfuffle there in the Mout Gang's goal, but they managed to get out of it without anything too dangerous happening. A little bit bumps on Mout. I think he just, the bump on Mout there helped him land a little bit quicker. It's quite interesting to see.
Yeah, bear in mind, again, I need to say it every single time because people might be joining us, that whoever loses this, they are out. Whoever wins it, playing G2 for their spot in our Day 3 finals. Tachi can't quite get a touch there. Mout needs to be up early. Instead, Greasy beats him to it. Plates gets it in the middle. And Extra get a touch to it again, yes. And just playing it very defensively. He does turn his card to not be facing the ball in the best way because they left the goal a little bit open.
Yeah, Greasy was so patient there that Extra actually was already patient, but wasn't patient enough. But
there
Extra
it is,
showing that it doesn't matter because he's going to score a lovely little goal there. Flakes just getting beaten out to the ball, and Mout with a great little centre ball. Magnus just trying to go for a wonder read. He can't really intercept that. He's got to go for a save. But Extra just putting it into the corner, and I think it's the first time in the series Mout Gang are ahead against Complexity. And what did I say, Stumpy? Mout Gang are winning this.
Mout Gang setting themselves up for one of the greatest reverse sweeps we will ever see in competitive Rocket League. Now Mout is going to be working his way up the line, gets it sent to Itachi. Extra went to go for a bump on somebody, but couldn't actually find it all because everyone was scared of him. Now Mout gets a shot towards the middle, but instead Flakes gets the block, but it's exactly where Itachi was. They're trying to get in the way of Griesemeister, sends it across, does end up finding Magnus. That's nearly on target, but Mout is absolutely everywhere right now.
That's where he's on the offense, he's on defense. I think at the same time, I think they may have cloned Mout so far. I don't know how he's everywhere. It's sensational play here.
Cloning Mout does seem to be a pretty decent option if you want a world championship team.
Oh yeah, there's only room for one Mout in this world. You've got 3 Mouts, and they'll win every RLCS. You know.
Yeah, exactly. That's why Science banned it, because they thought we can't have 3 Mouts, lads. We already did it with 2 sheep. We can't have 3 Mounts. Are you kidding me? Crazy. He's going to be trying to work his way out of his own corner. Seems to be shut down a little bit. Mout with a shot.
Oh, the
save! Magnus can get that saved, and out of his own net. Greasy does keep it high. Flakes and Greasy both wanting to get that ball, but instead Flakes does get it centered by Itachi to Extra. He's going to be continuing his claim to this ball. Maybe Itachi should have gone for the bump or something on Greasy there, because Mout was back. There wasn't too much of a risk of a long shot happening, but Mout drops in front of the goal. All part of the plan, because Extra can get that.
That's how confident he is. He can drop it in front of his own net because he knows that, oh, he's still got this. You know, nothing to worry about. That's the skills we've come to know and love from Mout.
Did you know that Mout's heartbeat has never gone over 35 beats per minute?
That's insane. Even when he's doing a marathon, it just goes to 35.
Yeah, and he does a marathon every day. That's the crazy thing. And it's always 35. 35 dead on. Sad, 35. Happy, 35. Excited, 35. Winning this series, 35. You know it, baby.
Mout go up. Can they hold for 40 seconds? Complexity are knocking on their door. They need to find something. But maybe the Flakes of the 1v1 players need to come out. Maybe throw in some demos. I think just demo Mout at this point, you know. It's the only option, I think, you've got.
Alright, now Complexity. They're going to need to really actually get something. Genuinely, Mout Gang are looking to win this game. So, can Greasy get to that? No, he can't. Mout does end up sending it higher. Itachi goes to drop it towards him. Yeah, nothing coming from it. This is looking very confident from Mout Gang thus far. Sent high and above. Now, Magnus. Able to get it a little bit further down the pitch, but unfortunately he is not able to. Mout can send it above the net. It's now going to stay in the air, but Extra is there. Can't quite tip it down. That will nearly hit the floor. Does stay airbound, however. This is going to hit the ground, and Mout Gang takes game number 3. And this is setting up exactly what you said, Doomsy. This is the start of a reverse sweep. And we've not actually yet had a reverse sweep on this stream. I don't know about the A stream or anything that's happened off the streams. As far as I can tell, no reverse sweeps so far.
I mean, you may have thought I was joking when I said Mout getting the reverse sweep. No. Mout Gang are here to play. No. And honestly, they played a lot better.
They really
so much better that game. They were giving it to Complexity. They were a little bit shy in that first match, a little bit. They're waiting too much, so they're always just going for aerials when I was going off the backboard, for example, or leading to double commits because they were, you know, traffic jamming, as I like to call it, as their rotation, because they weren't pushing out fast enough. But this one, they were like, you know what, screw it, we're 2 games down, we've got to get ahead. And that's the thing, play with confidence, play with speed, play with aggression, and you can take some games of some great teams like Complexity. So if they can keep this going, you know, Mout Gang reverse sweep incoming?
It could be. I mean, obviously playing with basically no holds barred, as obviously they need to be doing. I think it's one of those things that can really help out a lot of teams. Seems to be taking the weight off Mout Gang a little bit. But Complexity, they didn't seem to be playing badly that game either.
No.
They were definitely having a good load of chances, even just in that last third for them. It just didn't seem like they could really get much in the way of opportunities on the net. And now, game number 4. Mout Gang have brought 1 back. Can they bring 2 more back? Complexity, though, 1 more, and they are through, and they will have knocked Mout Gang out. Now, Breezy is going for something a little bit special right at the start. Itachi, though, catching it and then flicking it away. Extra away of Itachi a little bit. And Flakes continue it round. Goes again for that ceiling shot.
Oh, the double 50!
And Magnus can secure the first goal on the side of Complexity from a gorgeous ceiling pass.
It's so interesting to see 2 players on one team, 50-50 against 1 player on another. Because a lot of the time, the 1 player on his own will win. And as shown there, Magnus wins out on the 2v2. Often on the 2v1, sorry, because often the 2 players can even bump each other and send themselves even further apart, meaning their recoveries are so much longer than on their own. But we were saying about the double commits in the first game. But Mout with a sensational goal! Mout with a flip reset, almost getting it just wide. I feel so sorry for Mout there. That was so unbelievably close. And we haven't even seen a flip reset goal yet. And that could have been the one and only from Mout.
Yeah, on our last cast of the entire weekend. Obviously, tomorrow there's still day 3 going on, but that is all on the A stream. Still seen a flip reset.
Oh, no.
With that miss, Flakes is securing his place as one of the best players in this lobby. Goes up for a really nice turnaround. Again, just going for it when, in theory, Itachi should get there. But he opts to think, okay, what if? What if he misses? And that is where he is rewarded.
Yeah, I mean, might as well. The amount of times I've gone for a double touch and then been put off by someone who's about to clear it on the backboard, but they whiff and I easily could have scored. It's quite common, so it takes like a whole new area of expertise to try and actually completely ignore someone who's about to clear it. But Extra, though, extra, read all about it. A lovely 50-50 in the middle there. Mout just gets it with Magnus. Extra pushes it down, takes it around, and gets himself a nice, easy goal there.
So Extra, he's now made it within 1 goal. 3 minutes and 56 seconds. They're going to be able to bring back any more. That's a bump coming out between Flakes and Greasy Meister, though. Extra with a delayed, sorry, nice early flip to get it over the top. Has to get the demo on Flakes. Magnus going around this side edge, gets it round Mout. Catch can get there. Again, just trying to clear it as far as possible. It's again towards the target, but nobody's there. Flakes just trying to get that backflip shot off.
Yeah, almost really nice there. But there's only a 1 goal difference in the moment, and Mout Gang are the ones with the pressure. And they're doing very well. They're showing a lot of aggression, a lot of strength, which we'll need to see from them if they want to win this game. It's exactly what we've been saying they need to do.
Okay, it's playing without borders. It's thinking, if we lose this, we're out. We may as well give it our all. We don't want to go out with a whimper. Let's go out really, really strong. And that's exactly what Mout Gang are doing, and it's working for them to try and prevent them from going out. So, Flakes now sending it down towards Mout. Greasy up in the mid. Does manage to intercept the ball from Extra. Tashi's underneath him. We'll send it high. Extra punches across down to Mout. Mout is up. Can he get the double touch?
Oh,
he goes for it.
Doesn't
and
matter.
The pass. Itachi has evened this game up.
This is sensational play. Mout gets that first touch. Almost gets bumped by Flake, but luckily he manages to get the extra touch, putting Greasy out of harm's way, and then Itachi just coming in with a nice little easy goal here. That's twice now we've had sort of open nets being set up by Mout Gang to allowing some easy goals for the teammates. It's great to see.
I mean, complexity at this point are starting to look a little bit desperate. It's now only a draw in this score, and yet it seems like they're flustered and they don't necessarily know what they want to be doing here.
Yeah, it's the Mout Gang show at the moment, for sure.
Absolutely. I see Flake starting off really strong. If he can get more solo chances, then, I mean, it's all over for Mout Gang, to be honest. But they're just being cut out. Like there, Flakes had a bit of maybe the start of a solo chance, and Mout just got in the way. That is a double bump out of the net. The players to the halfway line.
Yeah, we haven't seen many opportunities from Flakes at the moment, or even across the board. But like giving Flakes the ball in a little 1v1 situation, and allowing, giving himself the passing opportunities from Greasy or Magnus is probably the way forward. But we haven't really seen too much of that so far.
Mout now, chance for a one-on-one opportunity. Doesn't opt to flick. Mout doesn't need to flick.
It's open.
Extra. Central.
Oh, he started it.
Down. Mout. Up. Dropped. Missed. Cleared. Damn it. I thought that'd be good.
Well, that would have been nice, wouldn't it? Unfortunately for Mout Gang. They almost got another one, but Magnus coming in clutch at the moment. Getting away with murder here. Complexity are.
Away with Mout there.
Nice.
Thanks, man. That means a lot coming from you. No, Itachi. It's alright. On this left wall, Extra's going to be getting clear nice and far. Itachi can maybe try and pick up from Greasy Mice. Just gives him the time, see where he goes with it. And then goes to attack those keepers. Flakes, they're working around. Mout get it central at the halfway line.
Just keeping on this pressure at the moment. There's only a minute left. I feel like if this carries on, Mout Gang could get their win. They've had so much more opportunities and complexity. And I feel like if they can get this goal and go ahead, then this would do wonders for the momentum going forward.
That's nice and high, but Magnus is there on the backboard. Sorry, I shouldn't have sided when Magnus was on the backboard.
That was such a biased side.
Yeah, sorry, that was very biased. I shouldn't.
Oh, no.
My bad. Right. Flakes now sending it far. Does find Greasy Meister. Can he get the double? Or Magnus get the double? Neither of them. As Extra manages to save it away. Itachi ignores that boost. Extra can pick it up. That was really well done, actually. That was a lovely, lovely boost lead for his teammate. That is low, and Magnus gets in a goal with 14 seconds remaining. That could dash the hopes of every Mout Gang fan out there But all of you Complexity fans are going to be very, very happy with that. This final 14 seconds is going to be huge for Mout Gang. Can they stay in this game, or will they be knocked out and getting that plane home tonight? Extra. Can't get a touch on it. Now those vital seconds. Itachi moves up the pitch, finds Extra. Mout is in the middle. That's a 1-2, but not quite a 3. It bounces high. Flakes is there. Will he be touching it down? Yes, he will. And in the end, Complexity shut down that attempt at the reverse sweep, win the first 2, lose that third one, and then come back in the fourth with just 14 seconds remaining. Mout Gang are out of DreamHack Valencia.
I mean, fair play to Mout Gang. You know, they're letting Complexity win there so that they can give them a good show. You know, they don't want to take too many wins. But you know what? That was a good performance from Mout Gang. They actually... Yeah. They were, honestly, I think they were, weirdly enough, they were honestly almost like the better team this game, even though they lost it for the majority of it. They were playing better, but then there's just a little bit of mishaps here and there. And when, you know, Complexity playing so well, they defend and defend and defend. And then whenever a counter opportunity came, they would just punish Mout Gang. I mean, at the end there, Extra just couldn't quite read the ceiling bounce properly, but Flakes is like, Greasy was like, well, I can read this. He's got a better angle to read it, and he was much quicker. And obviously, if you're third man, you've got to make sure you get those reads. But overall, Mout Gang should be super pleased with themselves, you know, for coming as far as they did. But congratulations to Complexity, though. They will be moving forward and facing the behemoth that is G2 Esports, who are in great form at the moment.
It's going to be really hard coming up against G2, because Complexity, as good as they are, they've not really been at this level for quite a while to get up and sort of compete with these guys. Obviously, you've got the DreamHacks where you can maybe face them in groups or something like that, but when it's now do or die, it's gonna be a completely different situation, to be honest. So Complexity are one of the strongest teams we're seeing go through this competition. They have turned it round from what the team they were 6 months ago, and now they are doing a fantastic job of taking it, obviously, nearly into day 3. But a day 2 finish for Mout Gang is huge. And Complexity, they're going to be competing with G2 and NRG versus Triple Trouble, I believe, is now happening on that main stream. That, though, is the end of DreamHack Valencia for the B stream, for myself and for Doomsy. I've had a fantastic time casting this stream, so thank you for joining me, mate.
Oh, thanks for having me. Well, thanks for casting with me, Stumpy. You've been a great person from my casting debut to you've been really easy to work with. So thanks, buddy. Fantastic. Thank you very much.
Thank you also, obviously, to DreamHack for putting on these B streams. They're always so good just to see the games that wouldn't normally be able to be seen. There's obviously a few that still can't be seen, but it's definitely way better being able to see as much Rocket League as we can. Like I said, my name is Stumpy. On Twitter, I'm at StumpyGoblin, and Doomsy with his nice fixed Twitter at below him.
At Doomsy, right there.
At Doomsy, with 3 E's.
Three E's and 2 O's.
Yes, 2 O's, 3 E's. That's the one. Thank you guys ever so much. Thank you to DreamHack. Thank you to everybody in the production for this. They've been fantastic. Otherwise, go and watch the main stream. That is currently NRG versus Triple Trouble. Hopefully, EU do well, because, you know, it's an EU land, so they sort of have to. Otherwise, have a fantastic rest of your night, and hopefully you can tune in for day 3 tomorrow. Goodbye, everybody.